The South Florida Peat lovers bringing it back, bringing the goods. Still holiday edition because we're still rolling into January 6th because that's how we do it. And so we got something special for you guys. But before we even get started, something just occurred to me. I was watching one of our old videos before. I was having a blast. I sent you a video. I sent you a clip. Bro, it just hit on me. We were asking somebody in that video, have you guys ever walked out a bottle? And if the answer is yes, hit us up. So if you ever walked out something, just hit us up. Let us know what you actually snagged, when you did it, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Just to keep it light. But anyway, today I want to share with you some. I don't think we've done this review, right? It's the Oban Little Bay. 1794. It's got 43% alcohol by volume, 750 ml. And I honestly, I've put a dent on this so far, and I really like it. One of my best friends brought it for me the other day, and I'm glad he did because I can tell you right now, this is probably to end the year. This was perfect. So anyway, what do you got there?
This is a knock. This thing doesn't really come here to the U.S. I've only seen a 12-year-old, and that was like maybe 14, 15 years ago when I really wasn't into Scotch as we are now. And I didn't grab it. I didn't think much of it. Little to say, I've never had the 12 or the 18 or the 24 because they really don't come here. At least not to the Miami, Orlando area. Everywhere that I travel, I go into liquor stores looking, not necessarily that one, but other ones, and anything that I could find that I could, snatch or buy, I will do so. But they are, man, really, really rare down here. And it's a peated one. This one has, let me get my shit.
Oh, the contact's on.
Yeah. Okay. I tried it already a few months back. I've had it for like a year now. And it says it's got 20.5 ppm. I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
And let me tell you. In our last video, I think we were talking about an Octomore that a buddy of mine, a manager of Total Wine, kept on calling me, hey, do you want it? It's $280 and it's 133 point something ppm. Bro, this is high for, ironically, we are the peat lovers, but for a certain amount of peat. So to be honest with you, I remember this being peaty, but not as much because that was about a year ago. So despite the fact, as I was saying, that we are the peat lovers, I like peat to a certain extent. And perhaps this is one of them. I think the highest I've had is like 50 ppm. Maybe it was an Arbeck. I mentioned that in the last or the last before video. But let's see if I could identify anything. My palate is shot. I have a little cold. It was a cold front that came down to Miami. It was in the 40s for a couple of days during Christmas and the day after. I got drizzled a little. So well, I don't know. Maybe it's the kids that I'm surrounded by. They pick up all kinds of shit out of daycare and school and they bring it home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no question about it.
So going back to your Little Bay, I don't know. I'm sure we have a video with Oban because I had an Oban 14 over 10 years ago. I don't recall if I ever did a video on Oban. I know I liked it back then. I can't remember much. One thing I can tell you, there was no sherry influence. Because if he had, I would have remembered better. Now, that Little Bay, if Costco is selling them, that means it's good. Because Costco only sells good shit. And if I recall correctly, it was between 40 and 60. I can't recall. I almost grabbed one the other day, and I was like, I haven't opened the Stills edition. Maybe I hit that first. But you know what? Since you've had it now, and you say you like it, well, I don't think that $40, $50 it's a bad deal, though. I mean, going to Costco, pick up.
I want to tell you right now. I don't know that what you got there. I don't remember if you called it out yet, but I don't know if it's got an age statement. But this one doesn't have any age statement, and I can tell you that is if I had to guess, this is probably close to like a 12-year-old. Is really complex. Is actually you don't even taste or smell the alcohol, which I think is terrific. And when you actually drink it, the first thing you get is sweet.
Is there sherry there, you think?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know the answer, but we're about to get down to it here in a second. I just wanted to show that everybody that the color is just a beautiful amber. It's not very. It doesn't have great legs, but it's got some. It's medium light to light body, not not really heavy.
I think it's owned by Diageo too.
I'm not
Check in the
sure.
back.
Tell
Check
you
in the
that
back of the bottle.
we're going to get down to this in a second here, but mm. And by the way, I read an article was posted in Glenn Droner's website about the 12 steps of how you should be actually nosing and tasting that. I'm going to put that in the when I post the video, the link in the bio of the video, so you guys can grab that and check it out. We pretty much cover all of that every single time we do it, but coming from someone like Glenn Droner, I can put it on paper, right? It's a nice article to have. And so anyway,
Wow.
so this thing right here, I don't know if it's a Diageo.
I think it says on the back because I think
It's imported by Diageo, yeah.
Oh, okay. Through Connecticut, North
From New
Florida,
New York City.
New York. You know, this is peatier than I remember, and it's only 20.5. Maybe it's really young. No age statement. I like the bottle though, and I think I paid like $50, maybe 45. I don't remember, but I was dying to have a product from Anuk. I wanted to taste the profile first before getting into the peat because it's a little harder to detect the distillery's profile with a peat than without. So it is very sweet though. I mean, 20.5. Like I said, I'm under the weather. I don't know exactly. All I'm picking up is sweetness. I don't know what kind of sweetness. There is peat. I don't smell any smoke. Just peat, not peat and smoke. Just peat.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I don't think there's any sherry here. I can't pick up any sherry at all. I am in clicking in all cylinders right now. So I'm not in a position not to taste. And I can tell you that it's got vanilla for sure, spices galore. More like not so much cinnamon, but more like what do you say, clavo. They're like some of the type of spice. Anyway, that and some brown sugar. I mean, it just got all these other things going on in the background, like subtle pear. It is complex. It's complex, but it's really good because it's peated, but it's slightly peated. So you got a really good balance of like sweetness and peat, and it just kind of sticks around there for a little while.
Is it high in peat? I mean, is it like maybe Springbank like that, like very low ppm, maybe like 8 or 9 ppm, something like that?
You know what?
You probably won't say it there.
Yeah, I won't say it there. I've actually got it pulled up here on the website, but
the one they sell the most is the 14.
Yep.
And that baby is going for almost $100 nowadays.
Oh, I know. I gave that as a gift to somebody, and it was $100.
There's an 18 too, and I don't suppose that they have any share influence in that one either. And that's way above 150, I think.
You just brought up an interesting point. Now that we're talking Pete and other stuff, I think I promised in the last video that I was gonna pull up the Lagavulin Offerman Edition Guinness cask.
Yeah, does it say anything about ppms there?
This bad boy right here.
Yeah, that's a box I saw. It's got a lot of colors outside.
Yeah. So imported by Diageo through New York City. At 46%. No, nothing on the ppms here.
That's okay. Oh shit! Did you hear that?
Yeah. That asshole's talking shit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give this a go here in a second because this one right here is so good. You could sip this all day.
That's like a summer dram, maybe.
It is
light.
It is wonderful. As a matter of fact, I will compare it almost as close as the Amoroso Talisker we did the other day.
But well, I haven't had that. But Talisker maybe has the same amount of peat as this, because the regular 10 feels as speedy, maybe a little less. But I don't. How much peat do you think that has? That little bay.
Bro, it's very subtle, man. I couldn't even tell you. It's got to be under 20. Like,
20?
Huh?
20, really?
It's got to be under 20.
Because this bad boy is 20.5. And let me tell you, if I'm under the weather, it's speedy.
Yeah, no, it's definitely under 20 for sure. But I think they did a really good job. Honestly, I highly recommend you grab one of these if you don't have one, because I just saw it. I think Total Wine's got it for $40 or $49.99 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta like between a $40 to $50 range, depending on where you go. Get yourself one of these, and I think you'll be extremely happy. This is actually, I look forward to smoking a cigar with this. Man, maybe like a light, Churchill paper or something like that, but something mild. This will go really nicely with that. I'm really happy with this. Chris, thank you very much for the gift.
Who's that? Chris Garnett?
Yeah. Chris came down from Nashville, and we hung out here and brought the bottle, and we made a dent on it, smoked a cigar, and it was wonderful.
Wasn't Chris that one that had a Supra when you had a 280?
No, that was Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, Jimbo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Jimbo's an Infinity guy. The last few cars has been all Infinities. So, yeah. So, anyway, so tell me, anything else you're picking up on that one right there? Oh, by the way.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
Well, I don't. Let me see if I pick up anything else here. I don't think there's that heavy. It says producing a whiskey that has a heavy smokiness, which I'm not picking up, maybe because I'm under the weather. With a phenol content of 20.5. The phenol definitely there. The smoke, I can't pick it up. It doesn't talk about cask. I suspect, because I was reading about the 12. The 12 has a very low ratio of sherry with bourbon. It's like 20% sherry, 80% bourbon cask. So maybe this has a little bit of sherry. I'm guessing because it is really oily, not because of that, but because I'm picking up like cashews, peanuts, that sort of thing that I pick up in whiskeys. They have sherry influence, but it's like right in the back, like all the way in the back. Really oily, very viscous. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really, really oily. It's got ppms, and I'll be honest with you, I keep on bringing it up. We are the Peat lovers, ironically.
Yeah.
It's 20 ppm. I find it now to be a little higher than what my palate is looking for on a peat or a peated sherry or peated whiskey. Or in this case, a peated scotch. Uh, well, there's peated Japanese whiskey too, Indian whiskey. But as far as peat goes, I think this is just about my threshold. Maybe my palate has changed and I don't enjoy it as much as I used to before. Because, like I said, I used to have our bag. I don't have one anymore. I used to have our bags, and I still have different Lafroigs. Um, I've had Colilas, um, and I used to enjoy those. It's not that I'm not enjoying them now. It's just that I think I've toned down, and I'm finding my little area, my gray area, to be more toward the sherry whiskey, uh, more than the peanut ones.
Yeah, I can tell you right now that I'm a big fan of peat and sherry with the right blend, right? Like,
Yeah,
if it's more on the peated side, I can honestly tell you I may not enjoy it as much as if it was more on the
yeah.
sherry side.
And one perfect example is the Lafroy Triple Wood. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's a really good one, bro. Like I went back to some of our videos. We did one while we were doing our barbecue out there in the back in Virginia, and we had that triple wood out there when we were drinking some
I
land.
loved it. I loved it.
And so and then we did that review at another time before that, and I had the bottle here. We talked about it in another review, even though we didn't bring it up, but we had the bottle that same day. We were cooking outside with Junior, and so every single time, every review or every interaction we had, it was nothing but good things to say about it.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this, the weather I've learned through all these years of the weather is a big factor
Mm.
in what I'm drinking. I tend to enjoy, I like, for instance, a Peter Scotch. I had Peter Scotch Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and like I said, it was in the 40s down here in Florida City, Homestead, which is further south than Miami. And let me tell you, it's like it almost knocks down some of the ppm. It makes it a lot more enjoyable, if you will, for lack of a better term. Um, and now I'm having it at 69 degrees, controlled, and it's not that it's bad. Of course, it's a different Peter Scott. The one that I was referring to had a lot of sherry influence. Um, it's not bad, dude. It's just that through years, things change, and I guess my palate has changed. And since my palate has changed, I guess I'm more leaning toward the sweeter ones. Of course, remember, you're still gonna find the sweet because I think this is sweet. I think this Anok is sweet.
The only
Um,
difference right now is you want sweet because the fucking you are diabetic, just like me, bitch.
Shut the
So
fuck up. You've been taking pills since you were
that's what
playing
you want
baseball
the
in the
fucking sweet.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah, fuck off.
You
So
fuck up.
yeah, that one looks really light. So check this one out. It's almost about. Well, I would probably say it's about the same color. Put yours up real quick.
Remember,
Because
Diageo tend
yeah, no,
to,
yours is, and it looks lighter for sure on your end.
yeah, it's pale.
Um,
Diageo fucks around with the colors, bro.
yeah, well, no, I'm just trying to look at, this one's just like a nice golden color, really light but golden. And
Do
I
you
can tell
have you have
the
a Lafroy
nose,
around there? I think
huh,
this is a Lafroy bottle. Same bottle
bro.
as Lafroy.
I got some right here that if somebody
I
knows,
think I have one, but I gotta move a lot of shit together.
bro, if you have this right here, I
That's a
don't know
triple
what
one.
ppms is on this shit, but
Oh,
that's the peatiest stuff I've ever had.
the website doesn't say.
The big strand.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my big cock in your mouth.
You don't fuck. Nah, bro, we're just thinking about the PPMs here.
Yo,
They
did you
should have
hear
They
Carlos?
should have that readily accessible.
Did you hear Contreras? He's not signing with the Mets either.
46%. Look at that from the UK.
You got man.
Yeah, that thing right there. If you like peated stuff, that's one right there. But I guess what I was trying to say was that look at the color. It's like the color of what you're drinking right now.
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say, you stupid fuck, just like your daddy. You can't walk and chew gum because you'll trip, motherfucker. I've been telling you about Carlos Contreras for the third time right now. He hasn't been able to sign with the Mets because of the physical. And you going on about that fucking lamp fluid you got there.
Why am I going to listen when you don't even have the fucking facts straight? You say Contreras and you're talking about Correa. Two different motherfuckers here. So
you know, you're a motherfucker.
why would I listen to that garbage? Anyway, so this one right here, I've had it before many times. As you can see, I put a dent on this Lagavulin already. And I keep coming back to it because
you like that word, dent.
I keep getting you could taste the freaking Guinness on this shit. It's really good. Really, really good. And on the nose, it's super light. You can smell the peat. But the alcohol is not even very pronounced. So it's really good. Mm.
Yeah.
Cheers, gang. This shit right here is nice. Oh, bro.
You know, our buddies, Whiskey the Six, Rob, I've seen him have all ages. I think the 12, the 18, the 24. We can't get this shit. And Rob is also saying, I don't know what the deal is with the LCBO. I think it's pretty much controlled, just like it was in Virginia. I don't know what it can and cannot get, but let me tell you something. I haven't been able to get it. And I'm talking, I can mention a few states that I've been to, multiple liquor stores, and they don't carry enough. They don't. And the only reason why I bought this, because I figured 20 ppm is pretty much the range, you know, and why not? Let me try the product. I don't know whether the distillery foundation is here or character, because behind the peat is really hard to pick up. But everyone that I've talked to about Anuk, they only have good things to say about it. If you guys know anything about it, if you guys have difficulties in your states or anywhere that you are in the world to get these, let me know, man, because it's hard as shit to get here. And I'm done with the whiskey exchange and paying £40 per delivery per bottle when they cannot bundle them up. I mean, if you buy them three, you pay £50 for a bundle of 3 bottles and put them in one shipment, one box. I'm up for it, you know, but not for every bottle that they send you. And then at the end, they all come bundled up. So it's like highway robbery.
Damn. Bro. This shit right here, this big strand, you ready for the ppms?
60.
I don't know. I don't even know how to read this. It says 113.3/129.3 ppms.
Wow. That's higher than Octomore.
Wow.
Anyway, did you get my Christmas present that I sent you?
Yeah, made it here on time.
Yeah. How does it smell? It is a fucking green turd I rubbed up.
Yeah, it got here with the lights turned on.
By the way, I got you Don Moore's here. King Alexander and a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I'll be down there soon. We'll go ahead and review those. But let me tell you, bro, this just gets better, right? This, I wouldn't say I like it better than the Lagavulin 16, but I could tell you that it is in its own right, bro. I think it goes toe to toe with it because it's different. It's different, you know. I love the Lagavulin the 16, you know, with PX.
Yeah.
That one's really good. What's that? The Distiller's Edition or something?
Yeah. Man, I've never seen another one like that before.
Oh my God. That thing is a gem. You can get your hands on one of those, a 16 Lagavulin Pedro Jimenez. Boy.
You know, I'm enjoying this more and more. I wonder when I come out of this call that I'm dealing with right now, I'm gonna go back to it. Because right now, as I stand, I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying this. No age statement. It seems to be young. It's a little punchy. It's 46 ABV. So figure 7, 6, 7, 8 years old, 46 ABV, 20.5 ppm. You're gonna feel it. You know, gonna smack you. But it's good. I'm
Bro.
glad I picked that up. I didn't know what else to get, dude. Other than opening a new bottle or something.
Oh, you know what? Actually, what I was thinking about doing, that's up to you. We can shut this one down if you still want to do another one. If not, we'll pick it up another time. But I got a 12-year-old Amontadillo, right? Glenfiddich.
Yeah, I already ran out of one.
Huh?
I ran out of that one.
No. But what I was going to do was compare that one side by side to a Glenfiddich 14.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have neither one anymore. Those are the
Well,
ones
that's
that
okay. You can still freestyle whatever you want. I'm just telling you that if I did another one, right, I could do that. Matter of fact, I got 2 Avalors 12 that are 2 different batches that I could also compare.
oh shit, I have an Abu now, bro, for like 10 years. I think it's batch, I don't know, 52 maybe. And the
Yeah.
other one, another version that came out with a
Oh,
grayish
bro,
cover.
didn't you and I talked about reviewing the
The
Glen?
Glen Kinchy?
Yeah.
Didn't we do that?
Dude. When?
I don't know. And that has Peat.
This was really good. And as a
In
matter of
fact,
fact, look
I'm
at
just
how
looking
that's
at
going. Huh?
I was just looking at the check this out. I was just looking at the let me know if you can see this.
Yeah. I saw it.
I was looking just now because Barta was telling me that when I fly to Glasgow, to go to Glengoyne, which is right there, but I'm not flying to Glasgow. I'm flying into Edinburgh, which I gotta find out the distance. And maybe I do that because Glengoyne, I would like to get to know that distillery.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, bro, you're talking about Glengoyne. I automatically went and checked. I think I'm out of Glengoyne, but I do have a Bemore 18.
I have a Bemore 18 too.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's finish this shit. Let's kill this chat and let's go to 18 Bemore.
All right, let's
I
stop.
already have a Peat.
South Florida Peat lovers, you know we're bringing the goods.